Okay, son, now it's time to go to bed. Good night, and I love you.
Okay, mom and or dad who I'm speaking to in this video, I will be going to bed. Good night. I love you. I'm feeling pretty freaking bad boyish right now.
Amigos! Thank you for watching this first video. First of all, I've never really shot a video like this, and I have a green screen, so it's kind of different, kind of new, so I don't really know what to expect with this, but let's just say, let's hope it's good. I want to talk to my real freaky insomniacs out there. Yeah, you. Let's talk about late night TV. I know what you're thinking. I'm not talking about this, or this, or this. I'm not talking about no god darn Jimmy Kimball, Fallon, Seth MacFarlane, Friday. No. What I'm talking about is when you're feeling like a little rebellious child. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like this bad boy that's standing right here. This is a bit more dated and a bit more different. I still got spit on my chin right here from that stupid bit. No, this kind of qualifies to if you're in like kind of my close to age range. Sorry, you could be different. More like I'm 24 right now. So this is like 2005, 4, 6, I don't fucking remember. But this in the Gen Z or millennial type era. See, this little torpy kid was lucky enough to have a TV in his room when he was a kid. But there's a catch. I would have to share a room with my little sister at the time. At the time, she's not dead. I don't know why I said that. I would have to share a room with my sister, and we had to keep our TV in the middle of the room at an angle to where we both could watch it on this little pimpin' TV. And this little pimpin' TV, some of you out there know what I'm talking about. Some of you might think I just had a fever dream, but it was a little pink Disney like princess TV. It looked like this. Really hope I inserted an image there, else I'm gonna look like a damn fool. My real ones know what I'm talking about. Am I right? Thank you guys very much for coming out tonight. And if you do know, you know that old TV sucked an incredible amounts of ass. It was awful. You couldn't see shit, especially when it's like a little boxy thing. And I have terrible vision. That's why I'm wearing these puppies right here. So it was a little difficult. And in that period of time, I would stay up past my bedtime. I think I would have to go to bed around like 8 o'clock, so I'd always be in bed by like 7:45, have lights off and everything. But I was feeling pretty rebellious. Again, I was feeling like a bad boy. So, 8 p.m. was nothing to me. And 8 p.m. is when the real shows came out. Like, for example, Dave the Barbarian or Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Right, guys? Oh no? Okay. If anybody remembers those shows, anytime I bring those up, people have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, does anybody remember these shows? Everyone talks about on Twitter old nostalgia Disney TV, but these shows are never brought up. Ever. Please comment below if you know what I'm talking about, because I always feel like I'm crazy for talking about this. Or get me on Twitter. I reply on there. I think it's fun. And please let me know if you watch these mediocre ass shows. And you had the theme song Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Or I'm gonna insert the clip of Dave the Barbarian because I really don't remember that show. I just remember it doing the red tank top with huge muscles and some weird like flying pig thing. And his like cousin, the princess, was there, or I think it was his cousin. I don't really remember. I would stay up like 2 a.m., go to school the next day thinking, wow, none of these mofos know what I've seen. I'm a changed man. I'm a different grown boy. But in reality, I was tired as shit and failing school like crazy. I was failing elementary school. You know how hard it is to fail elementary school? I'm pretty confident my teachers thought I was dumb because I'd always get talked to, or my parents thought I was the dumb child. So that was pretty tight, which how do you fail? How do you fail that? Other than staying past your bedtime. But I was a bad boy. Yet again, need I remind you. And that was live television. So it was different. Now I'm gonna flash forward a year or so. I have my own bedroom now. I have my own TV. And this is when this started coming out at the time. Instead of having to use a VCR to play over old tapes and you can fast forward to the parts that you like and do all that stuff. No, we had DVR. Ooh, DVR. Wow. Holy smokes. And at the time, it blew my little dumb freaking mind. You have no idea. To pause live TV and to fast forward commercials and record your TV shows and then you can watch it back later and play it back and fast forward through all the commercials. My mind was blown. My mind was blown. Like, holy Toledo. This is revolutionary. This is changing the game. Now by today's standards, I feel like a fucking caveman if I'm watching live TV. Like, I gotta watch commercials now? What is this? I haven't seen a commercial since 2008. Because now you have access to thousands and thousands and thousands of shows. Like, you got your boy Netflix here, Hulu here, D+, and so on and so on. But you know, when I got this DVR, I was recording every episode of Power Rangers on Jetix, if you know, my real gangsters know what Jetix is, or Digimon, you know, short for Digital Monster. But we're not here to talk about Digimon. You know, short for Digital Monster. This was another instance of my inner bad boy coming up and staying up past my bedtime. Shit. See, this is when shit was starting to get edgy. This is when I was introduced to something called Adult Swim. This was shows like Robot Chicken, The Boondocks, and Yuyasha, which I still have no fucking clue what that show was other than a man in a red coat with coat ears and a sword and girls screaming, Inuyasha! And he would be either like an adorable cat or an evil cat. I don't know. Then we had Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which I was able later to trick my mom into buying me season 1 on DVD at a Best Buy, saying, it's just a cartoon on Cartoon Network like Johnny Bravo or Dexter's Laboratory or Powerpuff Girls. Please. But we know that bad boy inside was like, I fucking nailed this bitch. I fucking got him. Played him like a fool, just like a bad boy would. I would watch Adult Swim until they start playing those infomercials or ads towards the very end when you know you hit the very end of late night and it was like the weird commercials. Yeah, you remember those fucking terrible ads? That's when I knew it was about time to go to bed. However, unless they were ads about Girls Gone Wild. Crazy. Okay, I might be dating myself here. When you would stay up late and watching MTV when it was actually music television. Crazy, right? When they played nothing but music videos in the middle of the night, because who would stay up that late and watch music videos? This bad boy was hello while you lay in bed contemplating life when you're 8 years old, listening to All American Rejects move along in the background and thinking, damn, my life is great. And you think you understand, but you're like 9 years old and you know jack diddly shit. Flash forward to late middle school to early high school years. This is when I became much tamer. And by tamer, I mean at that point, I would wear my smoking jacket, pop a cigar, drink a glass of whiskey, and go to bed. And my bedtime now was like 9:30, 10 p.m. and became much less of a bad boy. I had no time for such wretched things like Adult Swim, MTV, Girls Gone Wild. None of that. None of that malarkey. This, at this point now, is the Nick at Night stage point in my life. And this was big for me because I could watch these shows with my dad. Watching semi-adult themed shows like George Lopez, and he was probably yours too. He was everybody's. See, at this point, I had 2 Hispanic dads now. George Lopez and my dad. And boy howdy, was this show pretty bad. Then there was Family Matters, Fresh Prince, Full House, depending on how late you'd stay up. These shows did have important themes, even if it was mostly just bad comedy through a lot of it. It's very dated, very cheesy, but then there was little lighthearted self-teaching moments in there. Like the episode of Fresh Prince about drunk driving, Will playing ball with his kid in like a cemetery. Spoiler, at the end of this episode, the kid is dead and was killed by a drunk driver. And early in that episode, Will contemplated about drinking and driving, but he instead fell asleep at a cemetery. And it showed that it can hurt anybody, which I thought was pretty crazy. And it just showed like, damn, these shows could be pretty like intense at times. Then there were episodes of Family Matters dealing with the topics of like racism and police brutality, and Carl being like a policeman with this and his son being like harassed. And it was pretty powerful stuff. And it taught me a good lesson in showing a family in America and that they were just like any other family, but would occasionally have to deal with this annoying ass kid named Urkel being like, did I do that? Thanks guys, thanks for coming out. Thank you for coming here for my Urkel special. Or for Full House, dealing with the loss of a mother with this goofy ass dad, having to ask his friend and his dead wife's brother to help raise these 3 girls. Cause what is he gonna do? Loss is a powerful thing, especially a mother for these 3 little girls who need like a prominent female role model in their life. They didn't really focus on this too much in the show, so I don't think it really matters because it was mostly just a comedy. And you know, it's fine. Some of these moments are just too heavy to handle, especially for Nick at Night. But the important touching moments and like the important things, that's a whole nother video of how media can actually teach valuable lessons and have like these real raw powerful moments. But again, whole nother video. But at the end of the day, mi amigos, what do we learn? I'm waiting. What do we learn? Is that you should always be a bad boy and stay up past your bedtime. Hey amigos, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. It's a goofy idea that I didn't think anyone was asking for, but I thought, hey, let's look fondly on the past, because the present is depressing and stressful as shit, and, you know, we could all just use a little distraction and remember the past fondly, even if it wasn't great, just the little things of media that would take your attention. But honestly, I was scared as shit making this video because I don't really do a whole lot of stuff on camera, and when I do, it's really stupid. Again, this is probably a stupid video because I was acting like a complete goof, but I would really appreciate it if you shared this video or liked it or whatever you did. Let me know if I should do more of these goofy video essays like this with the green screen, because I really had a good time making it. It's probably the most fun I've had in the past couple months since this pandemic started, and I need a whole new like creative thing to help ground me and have a good time with. But yeah, let me know if you want more goofy video essays like this with the green screen, because I have more dumb goofy ideas I want to try. And I have the time now because my ass is unemployed and stressing about my living situation. So I have nothing but time. Sorry about the pity party there, but thanks for coming by, amigos. Hope to chat with y'all soon. Follow me on Twitter, let's chat, or you can follow me over on Twitch where I play some video games sometimes, and let's just chat over there and have a good time, everybody. Thank you again for watching. It really means a lot if you did. Yeah, besos.